What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. And we're going to start with music. We ain't going to do gunshots. So much drama going on in the world. So much drama going on in the YouTube yarda. Hey, what about the yarda?
Hey, the YouTube yard, right? Yeah. Hey, let me kick a freestyle, right? It's the shooter, man. Yeah, the Superman. Who was that in the hood? That's that shooter Bands in the Uber van with some Uber clans doing what he fucking does. Oh, shooters, man. Now you're in Utah, man. Lefty don't play. And it's none of my biz, homeboy, but he came through. Nah, I can't rap. Take that out, Dubs. Take that out. Take that out. I look stupid.
Oh, you know what we forgot? Hold on, Nate. Hold on. No, we'll get to it in a second. So welcome back to the weekly recap. We decided to do it on a Friday instead of a Sunday. We get to it when we get to it. There's a whole lot to talk about, but hold on. Let me light this up. Boom. You see it? Beefing. So I guess we start with this one, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Holmes, but can I ask you a question before we even get into the whole Lefty gunplay and Band's beef? Have you ever seen the comment section so emotional?
Man, this is different, huh? I'm biased. I'm biased.
Oh, you're biased, eh? You're biased.
You heard? I'm biased. I heard you're biased too.
You're biased, fool.
No. They said you're biased.
No, you're biased, fool.
I know. That's what they said.
There
was actually one guy that said I sit there all day in my apartment looking out the window, wishing I was a Southerner so I wouldn't be considered a dropout. Hey, what I told him back, he wasn't too happy.
Oh yeah. Hey, look at the end of the day, right? This is what they don't get. At the end of the day, like, we made our content and we move on to the next story. What happened between them is between them, and it's not going away.
No,
and
that's their business.
No. So a lot of people are saying that Lefty kicked it off, right? That he opened his big mouth. They're saying he opened his big mouth and he got what he had coming. And again, I'm gonna stick to what the problem I have is. If it would have been Lefty mentioning Band's mom, I would have said the same thing, Holmes. And people are trying to tell me, oh, this is not prison, and oh, you the prison, there's a prison. Both of these individuals are claiming to be part of groups that are prison groups. And so if you are claiming to be part of something from prison, guess what? You are dictated by prison politics. That's what makes the raza. That's what makes the raza different. And raza know that. These youngsters forget because they never, while I was reading some of the comments, I'm not going to read no more of the comments. They're stupid.
Yeah.
Right. There's more positive than negative, but I'm not going to read the negative ones. I'm just not going to read them at all. I gave some likes on some. It is what it is. But it reminded me of like, like when a youngster comes in and you're schooling them and their brain just can't process the life that you got to. And so I'm like, what am I doing? Even trying to get somebody to understand something they've never been a part of, never really been around.
They can't understand what they don't understand.
I'm trying to be a voice of reason. I don't want to see nothing happen between these two dudes, but I believe it's beyond that point. What just happened, I believe it went beyond that point. And so, once again, I think it would have been more like, damn, Holmes, he did that. If the mom part wasn't in there, we'd be talking about that was all up in Baldwin Park. But I don't care. Somebody told me, oh, you're mad because they were in LA. I'm not from LA. Are you from LA?
I'm not nowhere close to LA.
I'm not in the street life. And I'm not from LA, so that part had nothing to do with me. Yeah. Anything that has to do with gangbanging in the streets and all that, I'm a square now. Yeah. When I was a part of that, I was always in jail because I really was a part of it. I wasn't one of the guys that hung out in the neighborhood and then watched the homies do all kinds of work, and then I tell stories 20 years later when I'm still in the same apartment. Man, homie, back in our days, man, you weren't doing nothing, fool. You were looking out the window. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a trip to me, man, that this got big fast.
Oh, I'm sure. But, at the end of the day, what do we have here? We have two individuals that claim to be a part of something, but are not carrying themselves in the fashion that that they dictate, right? I mean, basically, let's without talking shit, but it's going to sound that way, but take it how you want to. We have one guy throwing up 31 and the other guy throwing up 44. I mean, let's just be real. Let's be real here. You know, and am I lying though? I'm telling the truth.
That is
right?
funny. I didn't think about that when it was funny when he was showing Lefty throwing it up. Now you could do that with a picture. Like, look.
Yeah.
Hold on, you guys. Look it. Let me show you guys. I don't know. He probably did do it, but let me hold on. Let me mirror my camera and just show you guys. Look at my shirt. You see my shirt? Now watch this.
He just wants to show you guys his shirt. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Now look. Boom. It's backwards.
Not for us. It still says the same thing.
Oh, so this didn't work? So StreamYard's fucking got me adjusting shit for no reason?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what it is? You can't do it while you're filming.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a waste
it might show
of time.
to them later, but here's my thing though. Like I said, you got one guy throwing up 44, the other one throwing up 31.
That's a good one.
And claiming to be a part of something bigger than them. That's blood's been spilt. They've been fought. It's been fought for. Just like Rico Too Smooth said a while back, too much blood being spilled. He's not lying. There has been a lot of blood spilled, right? Not as much as people would have been led to believe. And you know that, Dubs. We could sit here and say, having been incarcerated and a part of those factions, you know, how many times did you actually fight with Northerners on the yard?
I never got into it with the Northerners.
And I never got into it with the Southerners.
And I've been on different yards with Northerners. Exactly. I will say this. All the stuff people think and they have in their mind, that was in the 70s, in the 60s.
Yeah. Exactly.
After they took all the legends off the yards, it really didn't go. I mean, don't get me wrong, there were murders, but it wasn't like the 60s and the 70s.
It's not like what people are led to believe. There's not guerra all day, every day on site. It's nothing like that. Hey, if anything, I've gotten more sopas from Southerners than I've gotten mean mugs. I'm gonna be
probably.
That's the truth.
Probably.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
So this beef is basically between two individuals, two men. And like I said, and just like you said, my stance is this. I'm not choosing sides here. I know, you know, in the past, I was with the Norteño movement and all that, and there's always going to be a place in my heart for that. I respect it. I always am going to be what I am, but I get ridiculed a lot because I don't choose sides, and I call what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. I understand in rap beef, it's just rap beef, and a lot of things get misconstrued and said. That's understandable. But when you're from two respectable organizations or groups, you have to carry yourself to a certain standard. And in this case, like I said, that Band's pulling up, doing his thing. He did that. You can't take that away from him. He did that. He chose, you know, Lefty said he would put him on a shirt. He made himself readily available. Now, of course, there's going to be the naysayers that say, well, it was at 6 a.m, 7 a.m. We don't know. Nobody knows.
Whatever time it was, it happened.
He still did it, right? He still pulled up. Don't matter if it was 2 a.m. He pulled up, right? Here's the thing. If he would have left that one line out about his mother, because to me, anytime, and look, people even went in on me. Well, Gun, you've spoken on people's family in the past. Never on saying I want to fuck their mom. Never.
Yeah.
Right? Never. That's what's never came out of my mouth. I said, hey, your old lady's ugly. And I, you know, I spoke my truths or whatever, but I never spoke on their mothers and what I was trying to do to them or what I would do to them. Again, to me, from anyone on the outside looking in, oh, he's just talking shit. It's just deviant behavior to me. You don't say them type of things from a woman that you don't never speak sexual on a woman that ain't reciprocating that. Feelings, period. Especially when you're claiming to be an active gang member or anything like that. You just don't carry yourself like that. I understand it's different now. And this ain't the 90s or the 80s anymore, but I don't give a fuck what time zone we're in. There's things you can and shouldn't do. And that's it. That's how I feel. The
song was kind of funny.
It was funny.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was funny. I don't think he, like I said, in one of my videos, I've done 2. This is the recap of, you know, just the week itself. But I said, I don't think Bands, because I heard I went back and I listened to some of his music. He can rap. So I don't think when he wrote this, he wrote him to body him. He wrote it to clown and humiliate.
Yes. He wrote it with
if it wasn't for that one line, I'm telling you, I would have been like, damn.
He wrote it with the stance from, you're not on my level. You're not even on my level, bro. I'm not even trying to waste good lyrics on you. That's what he did. And I like the way that he chose to take a page out of what is it, Dr. Dre's shit, to have the fake Easy type thing. And then, also a lot of people don't know, but Filthy Rich did the same thing with Mozzie. He had Mozzie, doing the same thing in a song that he did. So it wasn't original. There was no originality other than he pulled up to the dude's neighborhood that did it. I think the only person other that I've seen to pull up to a neighborhood that actually was in the neighborhood was it DW Flame that did that recently?
Yes. To that guy Mad or whatever. What is it, Mad?
Yeah.
Is that what it? I don't know.
Sad or something.
Sad. I was close.
Yeah.
So the letters.
So it happens.
Two of the three.
But again, man, and without sounding prejudice or racial, because I know people like to take it there, man. This is not common in the Mexicano community, the Chicano community. Very rare and uncommon. Okay.
Yes.
But times are changing. Attitudes are changing. Culture
out here, maybe. And that's what I said in my video.
Yeah, not behind them walls. Nothing changes behind them walls, but today.
So let's move on. What else happened? Is there anything else that happened this week? Because that's
Ryan Garcia. I wanted to talk about Ryan, man.
Oh, Ryan.
So for the haters out there, get ready. Get your popcorn. So Ryan Garcia, I don't know if you've seen it, Dubs. I called you immediately when it happened. When the Homeboy Junior, shout out to the Homeboy Junior Vizcaíno, man. You know, for always giving me the updates on boxing. That Valpo knows his shit. He got at me immediately and addressed what happened with Ryan. So we all know Ryan was implicated in possibly using tainted supplements or whatever. Those that are haters are going to say he knew what he was doing. Those that don't say, hey, supplements get tainted. Whatever the case may be, they suspended Ryan in New York City, the New York Boxing Commission, for a year. And they reversed the decision and made it a no contest. So Devin Haney is still undefeated. His jaw's still broke, but he's still undefeated. And it is what it is. Do I agree with the decision? If Ryan did that, if he was taking supplements, I agree with the decision. It still doesn't stop the ass whooping that happened.
No.
What we've seen.
Steroids don't make you fight better. Go back and look at the fight. He looked winded the whole fight. Honestly, Ryan didn't look good in the fight. He wasn't throwing combinations. It was one of the weirdest fights I've ever seen.
It doesn't give you overnight power,
No, and I don't see an advantage that he got from it. But if he did that shit intentionally, then it's right. If it wasn't, here's the thing: Haney will never fight him again. He knows what's going to happen. They fought seven times now. Ryan won four of them. Yeah, Ryan won 4, and every time Ryan won, he put him in the hospital.
Even this time.
Yeah.
So people are going to say what they say, Dubs. Here's my thing. If Devin feels that Ryan cheated, because that's what it comes down to, and Ryan's his stance is no, it was tainted supplements, whatever. He's not suspended in Las Vegas. Let's take it to Las Vegas. Let's get a rematch going. Let's do blood draws like Floyd Mayweather did to Pacquiao right up into the 5 minutes before the fight, and let them do their thing. If Devin wins, Devin wins. If Ryan wins, Ryan wins. I don't think Devin's going to do that because I think he knows deep down inside.
I think if he gets in the ring with anybody this year, his career's over.
He's going to sleep. Yeah, he's going to sleep. Yeah. I think the only person that he could probably get in the ring with would probably be Shakur Stevenson and still lose. Just because Shakur Stevenson doesn't really knock people out, he just bodies them like in the ring with skill. But if he gets anywhere in a 5-mile radius around Tank, Tank's breathing is going to knock him out. If he tries to fight Lomachenko is going to beat him up again. Again. Hopefully not cheated this time. That's what they
should have 2 losses on his fucking record right now.
They should turn that one over. And then if he gets anywhere near Pitbull, he's going to get his ankles bit off. So his best bet is to just kick back, fight a tune-up fight, and forget this whole Ryan thing because Ryan's going to move on from it. He'll learn his lesson, hopefully. And it is what it is, man.
Yeah. I want to touch on a video that I did, of course, on the big channel, the Dubs channel with Big Mike from Chicano Style Bikers YouTube channel. It was a great interview. I felt it was all him. It wasn't me. He's got stage 4 cancer, and just went to the doctors yesterday and was basically told at this point, all they're doing with him is just trying to prolong his life because there's nothing they can do with the cancer is what the doctor's saying. Yeah. I don't believe it. But I think it's an interesting video, and hopefully you guys can go and check that out. Because I told Mike myself, you know, because he talked about how, you know, the lifestyle that he lived, he was always prepared to die. So this is just, you know, he's ready. And I told him, look at homie, when I was banging, when I was doing my thing, even right now, if I walked out my front door and somebody shot me, I'm okay with that. But if I went to the doctor and the doctor told me, like, look, you're dying every day and there's nothing we can do to stop
You
it.
got
We
2
don't know.
weeks to live. Yeah.
I don't know if I would have the courage that he has. I don't.
Yeah. We had that discussion.
We did off
we had
camera.
that conversation.
Yeah.
And I agreed with you, bro. That right there. See, in life in general, man, we know we have that coming. That's the one thing in this world everybody has coming. Death and taxes. You have that coming. Death more so, right? Because taxes, if you're Trump, you can wiggle a little bit. Look, this is true stories right here. So we're always not prepared for it, but we're of the understanding it could happen at any time. But when you know the exact date and time that it's going to happen, that's like the guys on death row, man. I couldn't do it. I'd go crazy. Because you know the date, like, you know when it's going to happen, and that's hard to deal with. I got to respect the man that could deal with that, man. It comes to that type of understanding, spiritual. Like, I couldn't, I don't know. I've never been in that position yet, so I don't know. But man, my respects to him, man, for taking it on the chin like this and just, you know, enjoying his life while he still can. You know, I can do it.
Yeah, man. They told him. If you look at my thumbnail, he went to the doctor. They told him he was dying. He went home and he cracked a beer and did an interview. Wow,
that's
I would have went to the beach. I don't know. I would have been in some deep thought. But anyways, let's get out of that. I just wanted to make sure that I bring that up because I want people to see that. And him, you know, he reached out to me. He reached out to me and he said, look, I want to do something with you because there's other people like myself. He goes, especially in the brown and black communities, they don't want to go to the doctor. He said, had I gone 8 months before, I probably could have survived. He said it was just an 8-month difference to what, you know, something survivable to something terminal. You know, and so he said, I want to do the video. So and check this out. Shout out to Kamai. Kamai watched the video and then he DM'd me and he said, you know what? I just watched the video and I just scheduled a long overdue visit with my attorney. I mean, my doctor. So he's going to the doctor and hopefully everything's fine. And that's the whole thing we wanted to do with that video.
Awareness. It's bringing awareness, you know, because that's like Dub said, man. The notion's always been in the black and brown community, especially, not even leaving out the whites, man, because a lot of them are like this too, especially low income, poverty stricken whites that grew up in the same areas as us. It's like not scared of the hospital, but always like we can find other remedies, household things. You know, even with you, with the dentist, I tell you every day,
my
bro,
tooth.
you need to go to the dentist. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm always procrastinating. I'm like, bro. And then when it can become too late, you know, something as simple as that.
This tooth, myself, I even think like, fuck, I hope this infection doesn't get into my brain. Because once it does, you're dead, you know?
Yeah, there's nothing to do.
But anyways, what else happened? Is there anything else that you can think of?
You know,
oh, I got one, but let me see what you're going to say.
Ahead. No, go ahead. I ain't got shit to say. Go ahead.
Compa Raider and Swifty Blue are friends again.
Chichi Blue, right? Look, I like Swifty Blue, and I like Compa Raider.
Compa Raider. I like Compa Raider.
I think I like Compa Raider more than Swifty because you know, I've told you why. You know, I've liked Swifty Blue up until a point to just the other day. Some of the things he said, I know he's just talking foolishly. I know that for a fact, right? That's for reals. But Compa Raider, I've always liked Compa Raider. He's crazy. He reminds me of myself sometimes.
Compa Raider's just having a good time no matter where the fuck he's at. He doesn't realize there's places you're supposed to be serious. I don't think he realizes that yet. Yeah. He's like a wild animal.
He'll figure it out one day. Or someone will figure it out for him, right? But, you know, Swifty, everyone's giving him a second chance, right? He's getting that second chance.
How many of them?
The second chance. He's on the second of the second chances. Look, will he fuck it off? Probably. His mouth doesn't know when to stop, bro. And I'm not blaming it on him being a youngster or any of that. That's just him.
Can't.
It's just him.
I'm going to tell you right now, the dead giveaway, when you know Swifty Blue is always going to fuck up his fucking haircut. His haircut. That's the dead giveaway.
That
what the fuck
right
is
there.
It looks like Wes Watson's beanie. It's back here, homie. Like
It's
there's
a
skin
Wettiger.
here. It's
a
a Wettiger.
Yeah, not an Edgar, a Wettiger. You know what I mean?
That's
a
a whole nother
Wettiger is
level
an
right
Edgar.
there.
What the fuck is that, right? So I just mixed it. It's a Wettiger.
Boom.
Right?
I need to
fuck
hold
is
on.
that?
Hold on. Go ahead. Go keep talking. I gotta open this up for that one. Go ahead. It was a fucking
Swifty
Wettiger,
Blue,
homie.
Yeah, a Wettiger. So my thing with Swifty Blue is this. He
Blew my mind.
obviously he's getting a second chance to redeem himself. And you would think most people with common sense that were on the brink of some serious shit, right? And we know a little bit more than others. It was, pretty serious, when you're dealing with certain things. And obviously, man, it's none of our business whether he paid someone or talked to the right person. We're not going to speak on that here. Let's just say he's now in a situation where he could be cool again. And a lot of these guys he was beefing with or had words with, they're now friends again. Do I think that's cool? Absolutely. Do I think that they should have hugged it out on fucking Adam 16's channel? Absolutely not. These things should be done behind the scenes, man. And that's just how I feel. Why let that guy get shine off what you got going on? But again, for some reason, everyone thinks that that's the spot to go to hug it out, I guess, so. But
and I talked about how Adam showed zero respect to those dudes, to Lush, Compa Raider, and Swifty. I mean, the way he spoke to them, and I get it. It's like these dudes. I think he sees them as like social media bangers. Period.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It puts people in a bad spot to where somebody's gonna have to slap one of them dudes gonna have to slap the shit out of Adam to get him to understand. Like, and the only one I see that would do it is Compa Raider.
Compa Raider. Yeah, I don't see Lush doing that. And I definitely don't see Swifty doing that. Swifty fuck around and Adam fuck around, slap him back.
Swifty fuck around and break his ankle, even trying to step towards somebody like in an aggressive way.
He's about 4,000 to 5,000 burpees away from even approaching or trying to even slap Adam, right? Adam fuck around and judo kick his ass back to fucking.
He said 4,000 to 5,000.
Trash Bag Boy podcast, right? No, but Compa Raider, I could see it in him that eventually he's gonna feel played, and if he feels played, he's the type of homie that'll lash out and do his thing. You know what I mean? And be like, oh shit, I just slapped the boss, right?
So did you see that? Look can we go into like branch? I'm sorry, Compa Raider.
Yeah,
because I know he watches some of our stuff.
Respects to him, man. I like him.
Yeah, he's cool. But Compa Raider squashed the beef with Swifty, and allegedly, I'm seeing videos that he's willing to squash the beef with Wack. So why even have beefs, man? What is it? I think it's just a no jumper thing. It's a no jumper thing. It's good for Adam though, not them.
No, they don't get none of that. They get $250. You just won $150. Everyone and Adam just won $2,500.
You got a bonus $10.
Yeah. Shoot lava. If it ain't about shoot lava, it ain't about nada, right? Let me tell you something. Well, it ain't about nada, Marshmallow Man, and I'm speaking of Swifty. Real life, Adam's benefiting off the black and brown man. He's been doing it.
Oh yeah. He's got that sewed up.
Can't knock him. He's got that sewed up. But this ring around the rosy that they're playing, this constant beefing, and then they're cool again, and then beefing and cool again. Eventually, someone's going to take it serious, man, and it's going to get serious. So hopefully, it doesn't come to that point. But I
think we need a campaign to get Kelpie back. Kelpie's on the same level now at this point.
Well, he's been spit on, slapped, choked out.
Yeah, bring him back. He's just as tough.
Yeah,
he's just as tough.
Add him to the podcast. He's damn near,
Yeah, I think his credibility is on the same level now, right? it's just I watched the full video. I should have sent it to you. I'll look and see if I can find it again. The full video, unedited, when Almighty, when he was beating up Kelpie. Oh my god, it was hilarious, homie.
You see when Adam
you ever seen? Yes, Adam was like, he pulled his legs up. The violence scared the fuck out of him. Like, and that's not even, homie. You ever seen people that like they don't really know how to fight, and so in their mind they're supposed to throw as many punches, no power behind them, but just land it. That's how Almighty was hitting them.
Oh yeah, that was
not one where he just like really like motherfucker. I'm gonna break your fucking face open. None of those punches were thrown, but he fucking jumped on him. It was funny.
Oh yeah, he was on him, and then Kelpie was doing this, and Adam was doing that, and Edgy was doing this, and it was Alonso's gone wild, is what it was.
It was funny, Holmes. Hey, it looked like Kelpie was trying to. He thought he was on fire. He was trying to roll, but he couldn't roll. Yeah, man, they need to bring Kelpie back. Kelpie the P, and him and Sharp should have a fucking beef.
So I have one other topic I want to speak on. Big Tone, the rapper Big Tone, pulls up to No Pumper, right? He pulls up, and I actually, in all actuality, if you know, like he was offered to go on Rodham Radio. Shout out to the Wizard, right? I've never had an issue with the Wizard. I met him in real life. He's good gente. He's always been good to me. I can only judge a man by how he treats me. I know he has a lot of beef with people, but that's their business. He's always been good to me. So shout out to the Wizard. But Tony A actually extended the olive branch to Big Tone. Big Tone declined. I guess at that time, no Northerner had did that. So he was kind of felt like, and I know Tone's mentality, kind of same mentality. Let the little homies do their thing first. Let me peep the scene first. You know what I mean? Doesn't need to be the one to tear down doors and do all that. It's just
you're biased. You're biased. But anyways, you're biased. You're biased.
But he decided to go on No Jumper for whatever reason. It hasn't aired yet, so we haven't really got to watch it. When we do, we will definitely give you our perspective on it. Why is Adam doing this, Stubbs? What do you think? Why is Adam bringing all these Northerners? Is it for cloud? Is it for views? Is he trying to cause something? Is he trying to instigate something? My thing is instigation.
All of the above. All of the above.
Okay.
He's gonna get paid from it.
Absolutely.
I don't think No Jumper has historically been a podcast or a platform where raza was engaged. I think it was more of an urban, more of a black podcast platform, and I think what he's done now is he's brought a lot of raza eyes. And I told you I've been saying I believe his platform is now a Fed program. I believe that the intent is to entangle gang members and gang leaders. And the feds are going to secretly, I believe that platform is something else. I don't want to get too deep into what I believe, but I've said it before. If you look at how he's doing things and how he's infiltrated the black community and has black gang members around him, and now he's starting to bring Mexican gang members around him from both sides. I think people need to really evaluate, as far as the raza, it's all it takes is one phone call.
Yeah.
And from both sides.
Both sides.
And it's immediately nobody goes near him. And I think that's what people forget. The raza have to function in a different way. And currently, I think people, because those that have that authority, I don't think they're paying attention. But I think more of what's going on now, the looseness that's been showing itself, is going to be brought to light, and people are going to say this is not putting people in a good light. It's putting people in a bad light.
It's not beneficial.
Yeah, and I'm first to say I don't want no demos put down. If they can just say, hey, nobody goes to that platform, cool, then let that be it, right? But I really do think that people should sit back and ask themselves, why is he so confident and comfortable sticking his nose in gang members' business?
Exactly.
Why? There's gotta be a fucking reason, man.
You need to ask yourself.
There was another one. Damn, that was another one I had on my head, and then you brought that serious stuff up, and then I was like, damn. And then I kept thinking the whole time I was talking,
I got something.
Gunner's biased. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I am. I was thinking Dubs is super by Dubs. Hey, Dubs is from LA. So, you're not from LA, are you?
Hey, I'm not from LA though.
Oh, he's still biased, right?
Hey, what about one of the trolls one time said the only stories I have are Pelican Bay in the LA County Jail, and I'm like, I've never been in the LA County.
I've never even been in LA County Jail.
Yeah. Anyways,
they asked me one time, Gun, have you ever been to LA County Jail? I said, fuck no, I've driven by it, man. And there was an 18th Street there, and he threw a bottle at my car. I just kept going. Look.
Yeah.
So, myself and Dubs, man, we've been doing a lot of reflection on our channels, thinking, and we actually know that there's we've been having good conversations in our lives lately Some political, some not. And when I say political, I'm not talking prison political. I'm talking about actually government political United States shit, right? And we've been getting a lot of good feedback. We wanted to delve into helping people prosper. And we feel that one of the ways that we can do that is holding some seminars. So we're going to do something in the near future, man. We're working on something, and we just kind of wanted to gauge, and you can leave a comment and let us know if you're interested or not in open forum seminar where, you know, it's going to be a topic that is going to help you in everyday life to come up to, you know, to make a plan to prosper in whatever you're doing. It's going to pertain to whatever you're doing in life. So, I mean, if you're interested in that, and there's going to be a wide range of topics that we're actually going to get into if that works out. But we want to kind of see who is interested in the first seminar, man. It's going to be no more than 100 guests invited. So there is going to be a cap on it, just to make it a little bit more intimate and to make sure that everyone's heard that wants to ask questions. But if you're interested, let us know. Go ahead, Dubs.
And there will be an opportunity. I think we can have it. We're gonna have to look into it, but those that do get involved will have an opportunity to be on camera. And this is not something that's going to be on our channels. It's not something that's going to be live. This is a more intimate thing.
Yeah, and
you'll be able to, you know, have personal time with the both of us, be on the stage. We'll figure it out. But
yeah,
and not when we mean stage, we mean like this right here.
Yeah.
But you know, we're trying to gauge the interest. If there's no interest, that's fine. We understand.
Yeah, it's a minute point.
Yeah, but we're just trying to figure it out right now.
Okay. So with that being said, I don't think too much more happened. I mean, there's a lot that happens throughout the week on YouTube. We can't touch on everything. But I think going back to the first topic, man, with what's going on in the internet, I haven't seen the internet this lit up in a long time.
Yeah.
Right now it's like a 50-50 split with the back and forth with the bands and Lefty. And I could tell you this, that Dubs is biased.
Yeah, we got to stick to that. Almost. We got to, it's they're not calling people racist. They're calling them biased now.
We're not going to call this the baller, because neither one of us are ballers quite yet, right? So we're not going to call it the baller broadcast. We're going to call it the biased broadcast.
The biased broadcast.
The biased broadcast.
We should name it that.
That's the new name of it.
Guys. Hi, haters. Thank you. God, that was a good one.
You just made me $150. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, you work at No Jumper. Anyways, man, let's go ahead and thank you guys for being here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This channel soon, hopefully we get to the 4,000 views. 4,000 viewed hours or watch hours. That's really on me. That Sprite's getting.
We'll try to go live more here too.
Yeah. We'll have to do something, man, just to get it up and running. And then this channel, I plan on having more interaction. We'll check it out. So everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. Homie, there was one last thing and I can't remember. Oh, well, what do you want to add before we go? Nothing?
I think I said everything I need to say, man. Make sure that you guys tap into the Dubs channel, the Dubs channel, this channel, Collective Clips, and of course, Gunners Collective TV. I'm dropping bangers every day, man. In fact, as soon as this one is locked and loaded, I'll be dropping something on the Collective Clips. Super Norteño Season 3 on the way.
Gunners Biased.